Once upon a time, gaming was simple. You bought a console, popped in a disc or cartridge, and played solo or with a friend on the couch. Today, that world still exists, but it's no longer the frontier. Gaming has evolved, not just in graphics or gameplay, but in where it happens, how it feels, and what it even means to play. Welcome to the era where gaming content goes far beyond consoles, into virtual experiences that blur the line between reality and fantasy, storytelling and participation, content and connection. Let's be clear, the traditional gaming console isn't going extinct. Devices like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X remain powerhouses of performance and community, but the center of gravity is shifting. With the rise of VR headsets, cloud gaming, and immersive online worlds, more gamers are choosing experiences that don't require a controller or even a console. The future of gaming isn't just being played, it's being lived. Take virtual reality. Once a novelty with clunky headsets and motion sickness, VR has matured into a platform of true immersion. Titles like Half-Life Alyx, Boneworks, and Beat Saber aren't just impressive, they're redefining how we interact with digital spaces. VR isn't about pressing buttons to make things happen. It's about moving your body, reacting to real physics, and existing inside the story. You're not just playing the game, you are the game. But even beyond headsets, virtual experiences are booming. Consider metaverse-style environments like Roblox VR Chat and Fortnite Creative. These aren't games in the traditional sense. They're platforms for social expression, user-generated worlds, and shared events. Fortnite now hosts virtual concerts with artists like Travis Scott and Ariana Grande. Millions of people logged in not to shoot or survive, but to attend a live show with friends inside a digital universe. That's not a game mechanic, that's culture. This evolution is deeply tied to how content is created and consumed. In the age of Twitch and YouTube gaming, we don't just play, we watch others play. And the demand isn't just for skill-based runs or walkthroughs anymore. Audiences are gravitating toward creators who explore bizarre VR scenarios, participate in in-game social experiments, or build entire virtual businesses. Whether it's a VR streamer navigating haunted hotels or someone running a virtual food truck in Rec Room, content is no longer confined to gameplay. It's narrative, performance, and social commentary. Even non-gaming platforms are leaning into the virtual experience wave. TikTok is filled with creators using VR filters, showcasing metaverse fashion, or reacting to immersive playthroughs. Instagram has entire pages dedicated to VR aesthetic builds. Discord groups form around shared interest in sandbox worlds. This isn't just about gaming anymore. It's about identity, creativity, and belonging in a digital landscape. One of the most fascinating aspects of this shift is how virtual experiences are challenging the very definition of content. Traditional media treated games like interactive stories with a beginning, middle, and end. But today, a game can be a social platform, a creative tool, or a digital economy. Platforms like Second Life and Decentraland aren't games in the traditional sense. They're persistent worlds where people work, date, shop, and socialize. The gameplay is being there. And for creators, this opens up infinite storytelling potential. YouTubers aren't just playing a mission. They're role-playing as detectives in a VR city, staging romantic comedy skits in The Sims 4, or documenting virtual travel in worlds like No Man's Sky and Microsoft Flight Simulator. The rise of VR chat content is especially revealing. Entire communities have formed around avatars, characters, and long-form episodic stories, with unscripted improv, drama arcs, and genuine emotional beats. Some creators even treat their virtual personas as standalone characters, complete with lore, voice acting, and fan bases. This content is compelling because it taps into something deeper: presence. Watching a streamer in VR doesn't feel like watching gameplay. It feels like being there with them, experiencing their reactions as they reach for virtual doors, dodge unseen enemies, or look over the edge of a simulated cliff. The immersion creates empathy, and in turn, that empathy fuels engagement, retention, and community loyalty. But the shift isn't just sensory, it's social. Multiplayer VR experiences allow for human connection on a scale we've never seen in gaming. Entire podcasts are being hosted inside VR chat. Business meetings happen in Horizon worlds. Couples are meeting and dating inside Rec Room. Gamers are forming real friendships with people they've never seen in real life, only interacted with as avatars. This evolution shows us that gaming isn't just a pastime, it's becoming a platform for real human relationships. And let's talk about the business side. Developers are no longer designing strictly for consoles. The economics of virtual experiences are different. In-game purchases, cosmetic upgrades, digital land, and NFT-based economies are reshaping how games make money. Roblox alone generates billions in revenue from user-generated games. Fortnite's skins and emotes are more profitable than most AA titles. In this landscape, the game is just the storefront. The real value is in the experience. Then there's the rise of virtual influencers. AI-powered characters and VTubers are taking over Twitch and YouTube, blurring the line between real and virtual celebrities. Kizuna AI and Kodamiko aren't just gimmicks. They represent an entirely new form of content creator, one whose existence depends entirely on virtual infrastructure. These avatars dance, sing, and stream, but behind them are real humans blending performance, technology, and narrative to create a whole new kind of entertainment. Cloud gaming also plays a role in this transformation. With platforms like NVIDIA GeForce Now, Xbox Cloud Gaming, and Amazon Luna, the idea of hardware limitations is fading fast. You don't need a console or even a high-end PC to play demanding games. All you need is a screen and an internet connection. This cloud-first future expands access, flattens the learning curve, and makes it easier for creators to record, stream, and share across devices. Education is getting pulled into this world too. Imagine students exploring ancient Rome in a VR tour or practicing surgery in a gamified simulation. These aren't fantasies, they're happening now. Virtual gamified content is reshaping not just entertainment, but how we learn, train, and work. And as artificial intelligence gets woven into these spaces, we're approaching a moment where NPCs can converse, adapt, and evolve in real time, making virtual worlds feel truly alive. Still, this new world isn't without challenges. VR hardware remains expensive and, in some cases, inaccessible. Motion sickness still affects a subset of users, and content moderation in virtual spaces is notoriously difficult. The same tools that foster connection can also enable harassment, exploitation, and misinformation. As we build these new experiences, ethical and design safeguards must evolve just as fast as the tech does. So where does all of this lead us? We are moving toward a future where gaming content is not bound by screens or systems. It is participatory, persistent, and personal. The creators who will thrive in this new era are not just skilled players, but world builders, storytellers, and community architects. The audiences that will thrive are those who seek not just entertainment, but immersion, meaning, and connection. In this world, a game isn't just a product, it's a place. A video isn't just content, it's a shared memory. And a console, it's just one possible gateway into a universe where the real adventure starts the moment you put on the headset. Or click join. We are witnessing the redefinition of gaming, not as an escape from reality, but as a bold expansion of it. And those who embrace this shift aren't just playing the future, they're building it.